Marching on together, we're gonna see you break.
Hello guys, David here and welcome back to episode number 17 of Whites on the Rise. In this episode we have a Premier League game against bottom league Burnley, relegated Burnley pretty much, because I did a silly. I've literally just finished recording the FA Cup semi-final against Brighton, result I'll show you in a second, and I recorded my face for the entire time because I'm a bit of an idiot. So you don't get to see that one, unfortunately. And of course, I'm not going to go back and replay it because that'd be silly. So yeah, you're stuck with a really boring game against Burnley, unfortunately. If it makes you feel any better, the game against Brighton wasn't all that interesting, but we won. So we're through to the final of the FA Cup, and as you may or not, you can't see on the screen, we will be playing against Manchester United. So there'll be a Roses derby in the FA Cup final, which is going to be awesome. Really excited for that one. Since you were last with us, though, we did obviously play Arsenal in the last episode in the FA Cup quarter-final. We went through on penalties. We followed that up with successive 3-2 victories against both of Chelsea and West Ham, both of which scoring late winners, for both one from Rodrigo and one from Joe Gelhardt. We then followed that up with a really annoying and difficult to swallow 3-1 defeat against Manchester City, mainly because that wasn't the scoreline it deserved. It probably should have been a 1-1. As you see, Robbie Gotts got sent off in the 69th minute, and then they scored twice in the last 5-10 minutes of the game, and it just killed the tie, which is a bit of a shame. And as you can see, as I mentioned just before, Jamie Shackleton scored the only goal in the game to take us through to the FA Cup final against Manchester United at the end of the season. So we played them on Tuesday, then we play them a week and a half later, so it should be a good couple of games. League-wise, we were in with a chance of winning the league until I think we lost that game against Manchester City. I think that pretty much killed all momentum. As you can see, we're now 13 points behind Manchester City in pole position at the moment. We're also in 5th place, but we do have 2 games in hand over Chelsea, who are 3 points ahead of us. So I think we should be able to get past them in this game and potentially the next one as well. But anyway, without any further ado, let's get into the Burnley game, and hopefully we get a couple of goals to show you as well. The team that we're going to put out against that one is going to be Musso in goal, a back four of Tsimikas, Ahan, Shawes and Tomiyasu, a midfield pairing of Shackleton and Gravenberch, Pozzo, Reina and Rodrigo supporting Gelhardt up top, although there is one change I need to make because Alejandro Pozzo is nowhere near my team. He's been really poor and I don't like him. Case closed. That's it. He will not be returning next year. I've already touted an option that I'd like to bring in should we go into season number 3, of course. As I've mentioned in the last couple of episodes, if we do win the FA Cup, which looks unlikely seeing as we've got Manchester United in the final, then we will be doing a third season. If we win it, we will finish the series there. If we do not win it, we will go for one more season and try and win some silverware at that point. If we do go into the third season, as said, I've touted a potential wonder kid that can come in on the left-hand side who currently plays for Barcelona, a lad called Pedri, because he's looking really good at the moment. It's just being fully scouted at the moment, so we'll see how he fully gets on, but he'll be my main target, I think, if we do go into our third season. This is not the best start, boys. Particularly disappointed here. Reina with the cross in, just over the bar. It's been a little bit of change in the team recently because we have had to deal with suspensions, injuries and stuff like that. We're at the point of the season where there's a lot of stuff coming out like accumulative yellow card offences and stuff like that. So we are having to deal a little bit with a slightly stretched squad. But I mean, when Rodrigo can do that, doesn't really matter, does it? He can do that from the right wing like he just did. That's his 23rd goal of the season. Rodrigo Moreno is scoring goals. But you didn't know his surname was Moreno, did you? Picks it up, gives it to Reina, who gives it back to him. Edge-ish at the middle of the box, I would say, and he's just absolutely howitzered that into the bottom right-hand corner. And it's 1-0. And that will mean we go level on points with Chelsea, but because they've scored more than us, we don't quite go above them just yet. We would need to score we'd need to score 5 more goals in order to do that. Somehow, I'm not entirely confident we're going to get a 6-0 victory. That would be nice. I don't think it's going to happen. Just done a quick cursory glance to make sure I've actually recorded the right area of the screen this time, which I can see I have. So that's all gravy. And this is not the fun and interesting, high-scoring affair I was hoping to bring you, to be completely honest. I think we might relegate Burnley if they don't win this game. I did notice that Sheffield United are already relegated, but oh my word, Musa, what a save that was. I have noticed that Sheffield United have been relegated, but I believe they have been because they have played one more game at this stage. So I think Burnley have a chance of still actually staying safe, but I can't see that happening. Looking at this, yeah, Sheffield United relegated. They're on the same points, worst goal difference. They're not going to stay up. I think all three of them, let's face it, are down next year, which is interesting because it means that all three teams that came up are going to stay up, which I don't know how many times that's happened, to be completely honest. Not entirely sure. Who knows? If you know that stat, let me know in the comments down below. Let me know if you know the last time that all three newly promoted sides have stayed up. Of course, newly promoted sides this time round were the three that got relegated in real life. So Watford, Norwich, and Bournemouth, if I remember correctly. This is just such a boring game. In fact, all of the key chances Burnley have had, as they've got another one now, another at the post. We don't deserve to be 1-0 up here. We really don't. We've not played very well at all, and yet somehow we're 1-0 to the good. Ben Mee with a chance now. How he's got that far forwards is beyond me. Very, very odd game this. Now they're bringing on Alexandra Pato. Of course they are. That seems like a very normal change for them to make. Right, I suppose let's make a change then, shall we? Gelhart's not really turned up, so let's bring on Eric Bowtime. Trying to give him a bit more game time. And then Gravenberch hasn't turned up either, so we'll bring on Phillips for him. I think that'll do for now. And we'll demand more. Because we really should be beating him. Gotta be honest, Bournemouth newly promoted, finishing or are 8th in the table. Go up as high as 7th as well. Can't see them going any higher than that. Nor could you potentially see them go too much further down either, 6 points clear. This is ridiculous, boys. I can't believe we're struggling to win. What? I mean... Oh, it's a free... Oh, okay, fine. It was offside. Oh, I was about to have serious words with someone there. Tyler Roberts can come on for the last few minutes. He is so non-fit. It's unreal. But Rodrigo's looking very tired, so he had to come off. And I tell you what, those green numbers next to the defensive 4 or defensive 5, excluding Tomiyasu, pretty much tell you how that game went, I think. I'm going to tell you that was really disappointing. We've won. That's the main thing, I guess. But we've not won very comfortably, have we? Yeah, not the best. Last 4 games of the season, who are we up against? Everton, Wolves, Man United, Villa. Fourth's going to be tough. It's going to be really tough. Obviously, next episode will be the FA Cup final. This episode shouldn't have been that game against Burnley, but you live and you learn. You make mistakes like that, don't you, these days? If it makes you feel any better, the 2 games were as boring as each other. So you just got to chat with me for a bit. If you have enjoyed that one, guys, please make sure you hit that thumbs up button. That'd be very much appreciated, as always. Let me know your thoughts in the comments. Can we win the FA Cup up against a very, very overpowered FM20 Manchester United team? I don't think we can, but we'll give it a go. And as always, make sure you hit the subscribe button if you haven't done already, and make sure you get the bell notification switched on so you can see all the new videos when they come out as well. All that good stuff. Thank you very much for watching, guys. My name's been David, and I'll catch you guys next time. Cheers.